DC circuits. Question number 9 is, when a number of resistances are connected in parallel, the total resistance is option A, greater than the smallest resistance. Option B, between the smallest and greatest resistance. Option C, less than the smallest resistance. Option D, none of the above. 5. In this picture, n parallel resistors are connected in parallel. Go and watch this video where series, parallel resistors have been discussed in detail. Now, we will solve few examples to find the solution. We will solve 2 examples. In our first example, let us say 2 ohm, 4 ohm and 6 ohm resistors are connected in parallel with a voltage source of 10 volts. We know, formula to calculate R equivalent for parallel resistors is as 1 over R equivalent is equal to 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3. So, our equation becomes 1 over R equivalent is equal to 1 over 2 plus 1 over 4 plus 1 over 6. Calculating the LCM of 2, 4, 6 we obtain LCM as 12. Now, after solving we obtain 1 over R equivalent is equal to 11 over 12. Reciprocate numerator and denominator, R equivalent becomes 12 over 11 which is equal to 1.09 ohms and is less than 2. 2 is the smallest of all connected resistors. Let's try another example with some other values. Example number 2. Let us say 3 resistors of values 1, 2 and 3 ohms are connected in parallel. Solve the circuit through parallel resistance equation. LCM we obtain is 6. After solving, we obtain 1 over R equivalent is equal to 11 over 6. After reciprocating, R equivalent becomes 6 over 11 which is equal to 0.5454 ohms, and if we look at our resistors values, 0.5454 is lesser than the least resistance connected. We conclude when resistors are connected in parallel, equivalent resistance is always less than the smallest resistance connected. We have now understood when a number of resistances are connected in parallel, the total resistance is always less than the smallest resistance. Hence, option C is correct answer which says, less than